The Hermetic principle of correspondence, as above, so below. There's a reason why the ancients whispered, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. It was more than a poetic mantra, it was the code behind reality itself. Welcome back, Seeker. If you journeyed with us through the first principle, mentalism, you now understand that everything begins in the mind. The universe, as mysterious and vast as it is mental at its core. Consciousness is the substrate of all existence. But once we accept that truth, another question arises. If all is mind, and the universe is mental, how can we understand the larger cosmos if we are so small? How do we, as fleeting sparks of awareness, grasp the infinite? The answer lies in the second Hermetic principle, the principle of correspondence, the sacred mirror, as above, so below, as below, so above. This is the Hermetic key that unlocks the hidden symmetry between all planes of reality. It tells us that the macrocosm reflects the microcosm, and the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. The infinite is mirrored in the finite. What you see in the stars is echoed in your cells. What lies hidden in your unconscious echoes through the structure of galaxies. The ancient Egyptians understood this when they aligned the pyramids with Orion's belt. The mystics of Kabbalah saw this in the Tree of Life, where the divine structure is mapped onto both the heavens and the soul. Even modern science, through fractals and quantum entanglement, is only now beginning to whisper what Hermes Trismegistus shouted millennia ago. You are not apart from the universe. You are a reflection of it. And the universe, strangely enough, is a reflection of you. Imagine standing between two mirrors, one in front, one behind. You see infinite versions of yourself cascading in both directions, each one slightly different, yet all undeniably you. This is the principle of correspondence. Each plane of existence reflects the others. The physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and the divine, they are not isolated domains, but interwoven mirrors. Just as your body holds tension when your mind is burdened, just as your dreams change when your emotions shift, so too does your outer world change as your inner world transforms. The law is simple. Change the reflection, and the source responds. Change the source, and the reflection bends with it. This is why ancient magicians spent years mastering themselves before casting spells. Why mystics turned inward to shape the world outwardly. They knew the world is not separate, it is synchronized. Let's go deeper. The Hermeticists taught of three great planes. 1. The physical plane, the world of matter and form. 2. The mental plane, the realm of thought, ideas, imagination. 3. The spiritual plane, the essence, the divine spark, the source beyond perception. What happens on one plane influences the others. A physical illness may be the echo of emotional grief. A spiritual revelation might erupt in the body as heat, shivers, or weeping. A thought, just a thought, can manifest into physical success or destruction. This is why rituals work. Not because of superstition, but because action on the physical plane corresponds to intent on the mental and spiritual. Lighting a candle with focused attention is not a mere act. It is a bridge between dimensions. You are the bridge. The human being is the nexus point, the thread between worlds, the mirror where the infinite gazes upon itself. But how do we use this principle practically? How do we apply correspondence to our lives? First, we observe patterns. The world is full of them. The structure of a tree resembles the veins in your lungs. The movement of planets mirrors the cycles of human relationships. The tides mimic your emotions. This isn't random. It's the sacred geometry of correspondence. When something happens in your life, ask, where else is this happening? If you keep experiencing conflict with others, look inward. Where are you at war with yourself? If your outer world feels chaotic, check your inner dialogue. What thoughts are you feeding? When you heal a wound inside, you often notice life becoming lighter, calmer, smoother outside. Because the mirror has changed, and the reflection follows. Let's bring this into a ritual. Every evening, before sleep, sit with a notebook. On one side, write down what occurred in your outer world, interactions, events, emotions. On the other, reflect on what was occurring within, your thoughts, your intentions, your fears, your desires. Then ask, where is the mirror? What corresponds? This act of conscious reflection begins to rewire your awareness. It sharpens your intuition. Soon, you'll start to predict patterns before they unfold. You'll start to see the divine code. Another technique is the mirror meditation. Light a candle in front of a mirror. Sit in silence. Gaze not just at your face, but into your eyes. Ask yourself, what in me is reflected in the world? What in the world is teaching me about myself? As you go deeper, you may experience moments of timelessness, visions, insights, emotions. Let them come. Let the mirror speak. You're not just looking at yourself. You're looking into the mind of the universe. There is one more layer to correspondence, and this one is the most terrifying and liberating of all. There is no separation. Every boundary is illusion. Every difference is scale. The ant and the star are playing out the same story. Your heartbreak and a supernova, they are both expressions of energy seeking return to balance. That's what Hermeticism teaches us. That when you truly grasp correspondence, you no longer feel helpless. Because the smallest change in your being sends ripples through the cosmos. You don't need to move mountains to change your life. You need only to change yourself, and the mountains will respond. So, Seeker, as we close this exploration, remember, you are the mirror, you are the reflection, you are the source, and every moment is an invitation to master the art of correspondence. Next time you speak a word, ask, what echo will it create in the unseen realms? Next time you feel lost, ask, where is this pattern repeating and what is it showing me? And next time you look into someone's eyes, remember, you are not looking at a stranger. You are looking at yourself. Stay tuned for the next journey through the third principle vibration. Until then, reflect wisely, live consciously, and remember, the truth is not hidden. It's reflected everywhere.